Hello everyone and welcome back to Just Cosplay's Doki Doki Literature Club, and I think we're probably, I'm starting to think that this is probably more of a metaphorical axe murderer kind of thing, so let's just get into this. I don't know why I'm so wrapped up in the axe murderer thing, but it's like I'm really feeling that today we might get an actual axe murderer. Either that or it's just people saying like, here's a disturbing image of an axe murderer. So, if you all don't remember, when we last left our confused and dear God, what the hell is wrong with me character Rick, he has these two options to say to Sayori, and honestly, they both sound like they're gonna suck. Because I feel like if I say, I love you, that's probably lying to her, because my character is definitely interested in Yuri, and fuck, why am I saying my character? I am more interested in Yuri. So... And it's like, yeah, I would like to say you'll always be my dearest friend, and I don't know how she's going to take that, but here we are at a very, very, very hard conundrum. But, as I will have to remind myself constantly over and over, this is just a video game. Unfortunately, so I will instead say the second option. And like if I said I love you and I still pursue Yuri, that's going to really fuck up everything. She'll always be my dearest friend, and nothing more. Just my friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I don't know why that sounded really evil. I promise to help get... I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. You fucking rejected me! So is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori? It's okay. It's all gonna be about decapitating your fucking head from your body because you are a horrible person. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you are also right. That I just want to go back to the way it was, with you having no friends, and me being the one that you would probably end up just settling with. Like, seriously, how come we can't just go back? You're like my backup guy. Okay, that's a little too harsh. She's not that bad. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Rick. I'll trust you with anything, including my life. And the dark secret that I'm an axe murderer. So... Sayori's smile suddenly breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm shocked, I don't know how to react. Ah! Looks over, flashes me one more weak smile before turning around, running off. Sayori! The fuck, are you okay? I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. I blew it with 2 girls in one day. Things are going exactly as planned. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I could have done is support Sayori through feelings of path of pride, but I'm not much troubled feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. These thoughts continue to play me until things are back the way they were. They're not going to. Trust me. It's hard. It is impossible when stuff like that comes out for things to go back to the way that they were. I speak from major, kind of really sad and well-known experience about what happens when you fall in love with a friend, or at least you develop very strong feelings for a friend who honestly doesn't reciprocate, and it's tough. It's tough. You want things to go back to the way they were. You do a lot of soul searching, but honestly, a lot of it probably, and I know that this is always the worst answer that anybody wants to hear, especially after something like this, but it is actually probably better for you guys to honestly just take a break from each other, maybe kind of, figure things out yourself, and then you'll kind of, and even though it's gonna hurt at first, it will always hurt at first, and you're always gonna be plagued with that sort of uncertainty of, oh, am I ever gonna see them again, or if I'm going to, or if I'm going to, or will she ever reciprocate these things? How do I get her thoughts out? How do I get, her out of the thoughts of my head? It's just it's tough, and it's going to be tough, and I know that that's something that's not a very comforting answer for a lot of people, but it really does suck. But that is probably the most healthiest thing you can do, especially in a situation like this, is really to just take a break from each other at that point. Find out where the two of you stand. If you really think that, and then, after, and you'll know when it's true. And again, this is also, I speak from experience, from my own personal experience, and then also from listening to friends, is that it's like, at the time, yes, they seem like the absolute perfect person. You'll never find anybody that is better than them. You'll never, be able to experience or be able to see or feel or think about anybody else except for that one person. But honestly, as weird as it sounds, like a sheer break, especially when something like this happens, is exactly what you both need. Because most likely, it's at least, because, you can't ever force a relationship to happen. Because when that does happen, it's always going to end badly. It really will. It's always going to end with some kind of resentment from one side, either you or the person that you're interested in. But you kind of do need to do that, though. You need to be able to get over your own feelings. And if that means never seeing them again, then that is what you must do. Because, especially if, and again, that's why it's better to take some time away from each other. Because I don't know how long it will take. Maybe, a week. A week is, actually, that's very, very optimistic. But, you could be there for months. Maybe, I hope not, but maybe even sometimes years you might be feeling that, especially, but you know what, it's always tough. It is always tough, and it sucks, but that is something that does happen a lot of times. Sorry, I got a little rambly there, but, that's what this damn game is doing to me. I'm going to give everything I got. Sarah will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put her smile on her face every day, even if that means giving up my own love. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I was expecting this I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house and waking her up, and decides a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation of the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything. I reassured her. Funnily enough, I feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Totally try to juggle two girls, because that is exactly the kind of person that I am. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Rick! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Oh, she's in the closet without her head. I mean, yeah, she's in the closet without her head. Monica is placing little booklets on the east side of the desk. They must be for ones she prepared. They must be the ones she prepared They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing? Is that grammatically correct? In the end, I found a random poem online I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on important days like this she'd try a little harder. I say that, but then I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Oh right, I fucking broke her heart. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. And suddenly I felt awful knowing it's not really simple for her. It's only because I'm used to. I only said it because I'm used to the way. It's the way I'm used to thinking. Totally insensitive and being a total jackass. But fuck it. Maybe I should have gone and wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Rick. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kinda left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, and I've been stalking all of you. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned her down her confession? That makes me seem like feel like the that makes me really seem like the bad guy here. It's not a crime to never return somebody's affections. As much as it sucks, it happens. But it's an old cliche, but it really is true. Time really does heal all wounds. Eventually. Hopefully. Seriously. Anyways, I will leave that there. I feel like maybe this might be the start of the axe murderer. Also, I haven't forgotten that there's no music playing right now, so there might be a jump scare waiting for me in the next episode. Don't get your hopes up because I don't think it's going to be like that kind of game. All right, we'll see you guys next time.